And it's like, we don't care at all, so we just dump it here.
William Strong has lived in Portland for 50 years.
It's sad to see people having to live with this kind of stuff, and it's kind of makes me angry because there's nothing they can do, it seems, to stop it.
Each week, he drives along Airport Way, watching the homeless encampments and piles of garbage multiply week after week.
You look at this is worse actually than it was the last time I came by.
This is the first site, he points out, right across the street from Costco.
Starting about 2018, they started having problems here.
He drives us to the next site.
Okay, here we go.
This one on a levee off of 138th Avenue.
But there's a campground down here on the left. They just seem to congregate around here.
We got out of the car, carefully making our way around the trash and sewage.
It's sickening because there's cans of chemicals and foam rubber, and it's like this all the way down. That's what collects all the waste from sinks in the toilet in an RV. And now it's just sitting here.
At the bottom of this hill, hidden by trees, is a homeless camp, almost like a village.
There's a pathway, what looks like plywood underneath the ground that goes over to what's a truck or a RV.
We watched a man take tires from this broken down Honda.
That's a heavy one. I know the city's overwhelmed, but I don't see how they can let this continue out here.
Last week, the city received 1,783 new campsite reports. They observed 327 of them and talked with the campers at another 541. They cleaned 30 and removed 45. This camp along Airport Way wasn't on the list. Metro's RID Patrol team responds to reports of dumped garbage. They've received about 10 reports of sites along Airport Way in the past few months, which isn't a lot.
We do know that there are some areas like these higher instance corridors like Airport Way and the freeways and all of those things where it's harder to get those reports to come in.
Kimberly Abels at Metro says the majority of their reports come from residential areas where there's more foot traffic. But that's not the only reason some sites on the outskirts of the city aren't getting cleaned. Airport Way is broken up into multiple jurisdictions, the Department of State Lands, the Port of Portland, and the City of Portland, making it challenging for people to know which department is responsible for cleaning each section of land.
We do know that it's confusing. Everything about the garbage and recycling system is confusing, about who picks up what, about, how we are managing our houseless population is confusing. It all kind of ties together.
The state just gave Metro $10 million to try and clear up the confusion by delegating each campsite report to the correct agency.
We're doing a really good job at that piece, which is why we feel like the state was willing to give us these funds to really lead in this effort and in this space.
But first, it's up to the community to report sites like this one.
There's such a contrast between the sound of the birds and the trash on the ground. Boy, I don't know how they're going to solve it.
There's new legislation coming up this summer that will try and cut down the amount of bulky garbage that lines the streets. That's things like refrigerators, furniture, and tires. Metro is also asking for the community to weigh in and share ideas on the changes you would like to see made when it comes to preventing these types of garbage sites. Blair Best, KGW News.